Well, we are carrying over the makeover theme right into the kitchen here. Earlier we saw Holly's incredible mommy makeover, and now Kimberly Locke is going to make her favorite dish. More makeovers. We love that.
More makeovers. We love when the makeovers go from the photography into the kitchen.
To food.
To food, right?
Because nothing better than food.
Nothing better than food, and food is such an important part of our lives, but when people talk about their health, you know, and they have experiences like you've had, Holly, they want to be healthier. But one of the things my clients say, I can never eat that again, and I'm like, no, we just need to make it over.
Okay.
So I asked Holly what her favorite dish was, and she said lasagna, and I'm like, I got that one. All right, so today we're gonna do something really simple, really easy, zucchini lasagna.
Okay.
So instead of taking those fat layers of lasagna pasta, we're going to slice our zucchini horizontally, as I did here, and we're gonna use that as our pasta instead of actual pasta.
Those are our noodles.
And
Got
those
it.
are your noodles.
Okay.
So basically we're gonna get a little assembly line here. I already cut some for you, so we don't have to do that. So Teresa, you can take and layer the bottom
Okay.
with some zucchini. You put like 4 or 5 strips on the bottom, just like you, well, not like you do, you put like 2 slices or 3 slices of pasta right in there. And this is like really, talk about getting your vegetables in this dish. You can put as many veggies in this dish as you want to.
So not just zucchini, it can be
Not
anything.
just zucchini. I also do this with eggplant.
Oh, sure.
Also, so, and I happen to love those things, and I love sauce. So Holly and I had a conversation about marinara sauce. A lot of people make their own sauce, or a lot of busy moms, they just grab their favorite jar out of their local supermarket.
That's allowed.
And that's allowed, and they use that. So we have some in a bowl here, so we could take this spoon, Holly or Teresa.
Go ahead,
and we're
Holly.
just
You
gonna
put the sauce right on our zucchini.
You could put
here.
a little bit of sauce. I like to put a little bit of sauce on the bottom. That way it just kind of coats the bottom of the dish. And then we've got some ricotta cheese. I'm gonna give this to you, Teresa.
Okay, we're gonna layer this on
Yep.
too.
We're gonna layer that after that. Just put a little dollop here and there, because as it cooks, it just kind of spreads around in the pan and kind of does its thing. And then right here, Teresa and I were having a conversation about my packaged mozzarella cheese. And I know there are some really great delis locally in the area, so I encourage you that if you can get it fresh, get it fresh. But if you can't or you don't want to, this does the trick right here. So I'm just gonna dump this in this bowl because it's kind of juicy.
It's pre-sliced too.
And it's
so
pre-sliced.
pre-sliced. That
Don't
is
we
an
love
added
that?
bonus.
We love it when things are easy. Okay,
take that
so
for you.
thank you, Ryan.
You're welcome.
And we can just add a couple of little pieces to that. Just
Okay.
use your fingers. Listen, your fingers are your best tools in the kitchen. I'm not afraid to use my hands.
That's
I mean,
true. If
as
you
long
wash
as they're
them, they're the
clean,
cleanest too, yeah.
And they're clean, and it gets the job done a lot faster. So once you put the mozzarella cheese on there, you start over with another layer of the zucchini. And I like to make it go the opposite direction.
Oh, like a grid here. we're
Yeah, like a
making.
grid. That way it kind of holds together and it bonds, you know, and when you cut it, it won't like fall apart.
How did you get the zucchini sliced so nicely?
Well,
Just a sharp knife?
She's a pro.
I have a sharp
Apparently.
knife, and I sharpened my knife last night, so I didn't want to, you know, I don't want to be liable for Ryan cutting his fingers off. But as we noticed, Ryan has positioned himself over here by the so conveniently
He
by the
seems to
finished
do that.
product.
I'm straight to eat.
So all you do is on your cutting board, you just go down the sides. You know, you can peel the zucchini. I don't. I actually like the skin. And if you're into health and wellness, all your nutrition and nutrients are in the skin of your vegetables. So if you can keep them on, you do. So I just slice it pretty thin, you know, go down through that. This is the most time-consuming part of doing the whole process.
Watch out for your finger there. You got
Watch out for your
That's right.
fingers. Yes, because I've cut my finger a couple of times.
We do
so
not need Kimberly Locke cutting herself here on CT Style. That would be a no-no.
you learn by trial and error to go slow. There's no rush in doing this. So you just cut it, and it comes out pretty thin. You know,
They're all the same size. Pretty good.
they're all the same size, and that's how you layer. And Teresa, you're doing a great
just
job
going
over here.
around
Just
there.
keep going. And the other thing you can do is you can take some of your favorite spices. I don't know about you, but I love spices. And I basically have my favorites and I add them to any dish because a lot of times people have issue with salt, too much salt, and we don't want to have too much salt in our diet. So use your spice cabinet. It is your friend. I gave you.
Are you
here,
trying to
let me-
cook to eat
No,
that
he's-
already?
he's
We're still
already
cooking
eating
here.
I was getting really hungry.
Here,
so
let
I
me
figured-
help you.
Okay.
Let's take this out from under
Okay.
there.
So
There
let
you
me
go.
just pick it
It's a
up like that?
Actually, no.
Oh.
I brought everything this
Oh,
time.
would you?
Oh.
Sure.
Wow, you're prepared, huh?
Brian is just on it today. He wants to eat. All right,
Put the
here.
knife down.
Give me the knife,
okay.
please.
There you go. I'm causing
Okay,
a mess
so
in
let's
here.
just cut it down the middle.
How long did you have to bake this for?
So once you get it all assembled, what I like to do, put the last layer of mozz on top, and
Okay.
then I sprinkle a little bit of Parmesan cheese on top, and then you put it in the oven, and that's when you get that nice golden brown top. And people love the crispy part of the lasagna, right? We all know that
Yummy.
that's the favorite. Let me see this.
All right, well,
That's our favorite part.
we're going to be tasting this in just a second.
Okay,
but
so I'm
we
gonna
have
cut it.
An interesting segment here. You know, we're talking about health and wellness, and exercise can always help out, but it's really crucial to get enough sleep, and you know, counting calories, all that stuff helps.
Absolutely.
But we're going to be talking about sleep. Take a peek. We exercise and watch what we eat, but sometimes the weight just won't budge. It turns out a little more of this may help tip the scales in your favor.
There's two different hormones that are really affected by a lack of sleep. One is leptin, and leptin tells your fat cells to basically decrease your appetite. And the other is ghrelin, and ghrelin tells your body to increase your appetite.
And here's a wake-up call. Skipping sleep may lead to another sneaky source of weight gain.
People who are staying awake longer, they're often snacking on things, but they're not healthy foods. So they found there's about 300 extra calories that people tend to eat, and they're not healthy calories, and that could lead to weight gain.
According to registered dietitian Tamara Melton, foods rich in tryptophan like milk, cheese, and yogurt, complex carbohydrates found in cereals and crackers, and fiber-rich foods like vegetables, fruits, and whole grains may help support a good night's sleep. And skip that nightcap. Alcohol may disrupt your sleep, along with caffeinated drinks and chocolate. Aim for 8 hours, and it may help you win your battle with the scale. All right, so there you have it. You got to sleep a lot, and then you can eat healthy foods like this.
Exactly. People don't understand how important sleep is to any health and wellness program that you're trying to do, or just to your general health. When you are sleep deprived, you don't think clearly, you make bad decisions.
It throws everything
It throws
off.
everything off. So
Your vocal
get your
cords
sleep.
aren't warmed up to sing.
Absolutely, yes. For me, lack of sleep, it's the first place it shows up is in my voice.
Do you do vocal warm-ups in the morning, like just when you wake up?
Not every morning, Ryan.
I feel like you would just wake up and something like that.
Not every morning, but when
Okay.
I have an important show coming up, absolutely.
Well, we have somebody here in studio that was doing vocal warm-ups a little bit earlier. Up next, we have female indie rock artist Mitski. She's going to be performing on Stage 8.
Stay with us.
Did you taste it?
Of course.